They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Daniels. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Washington going to send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This is taken at the 23. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
In motion right goes Adams. To throw is Stafford. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that takes us from second to third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. You talk about this Washington defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
If I play quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. Back to throw, Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the Rams at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
22. Hey, give me radar.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Alert.
Now it's Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Stafford now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Alert! Like 7.
Now Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have...
There he goes, left side. He may go. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, he sees that the open space is to the outside, so he's just going to angle himself out wide and win the race to the pylon.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line. Stay 50.
Throwing is Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Stafford looks to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to move back in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They go play action. Daniels escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
2nd and 10. To the air goes Daniels. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. In motion comes the tight end left. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Buying time to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
As they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Throwing now is Daniels. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16. A gain there of 21 yards. Here's Daniels. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, you know, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Stafford. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Stafford. And it's complete to Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That is his 951st NFL reception, so 49 away from 1,000, but 951. That ties him with Andre Reed.
Oh, I love the trigger there because Andre Reed caught the ball any part of the field and specialized in traffic, similar to what we've seen throughout his career as well. Does not mind going across the middle and making big-time catches.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Puka Nacua
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Rams have yet again retaken the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision into it.
The ball comes out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. Now Daniels. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Rams will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have to be pleased with the way that they... Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Being chased out left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And his kick here is good, and that will tie things at 17-all.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards to pick up there. Here's Stafford. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Daniels looking to throw.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
To throw is Daniels.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Forced out to his left.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
From the gun on third down, Daniels.
Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, They're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Wow, that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field, get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They snap it to Stafford.
He'll let this go for Adams.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Flush to his right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
You're not liking the look. They'll change the play.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
3rd and 4.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Daniel's going to throw for it.
Flushed out right.
That is caught. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders.
From 21 yards away.
And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And space tough to come by there, so to get maybe a yard to the 37.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Off the play fake, Daniels.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Brown the motion man right.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Open man down the field. It's a tight end Senate.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got it. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Ben Sinnott
from a yard out.
And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Daniels going to try and throw for it.
And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
Commanders 35, Rams 17. Joshua Carty to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Escaping the pressure right.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
13 yards there and a Washington 1st.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Los Angeles.
It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Levi Onwuzurike able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Step. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, LA.
Juwan Johnson.
67 yards.
And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He's going deep for Brown. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Rams are right back in this football game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Adams, the man in motion right. After the interception, here's Stafford. Flush to his right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete.
I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Stafford. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And got his man, complete. Touchdown, L.A.
Puka Nacua,
85 yards.
and the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
On 4th down, here's Daniels.
Eluding the pressure right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. In motion left comes Brown.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw him coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Now Stafford.
Pass complete. It's Adams.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Now it's Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10.
At their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.